Para para pam pam. Hello. Hello everyone. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another stream of Plane Shift, where we try to make our game better and better and better. Hello, Dotted Fish. How are you today? So, today we have a kind of a tough issues to tackle. And yeah, will not be easy, will not be easy. There will be pain and screaming and blood. Maybe a solution, maybe not. We will see. We will see. We will see what happens. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, my friends. Because the problem is that in dev it works, in shipping it doesn't. And it is one of the bugs that, I mean, if it works only in dev and not in shipping, it's super hard to catch, right? Hello, Fannar. Hello, Hula. How is the arm? It's getting better. It's getting better every day. I mean, there is a significant improvement every day. So every day I sleep better, and every day is less painful. So my body is incredibly regenerating itself, right? Like a perfectly programmed Borg. But anyway, yeah. Which is a bit scary, you know, when your body like works on its own, you know. But yeah, it's good. I would say it is good. Yeah, the healing's going well, I think. So I have to keep this thing 30 days. But I think that at the end of this week, so 30 days will be like the 26, 27, right? But I think at the end of this week, I may remove it just temporarily, maybe just for one game of Dota. Because I cannot stay 1 month without playing Dota at least once, right? So that's a real problem. It's like, the disaster. Like a terrible news. So... okay, so how do we fix this? Good question. How do we fix this? Okay, so I think that the source of all our problems... I know, first of all I want to check in... wait, first of all I want to check in what we have, because I want to be in a clean situation. I want to be in a clean situation. So tagged all rivers and lakes. Yeah. I want to be in a clean situation, so there is no... I can always roll back, because I think we will do a bit of a mess today. We will do a bit of a mess. We will remove stuff, add stuff, you know. Okay, so now that everything is checked in, so we can always go back, we can launch the editor and try to basically dismount the rotation multicast. So I have no idea why I decided to do a rotation multicast. Maybe there was an idea, maybe, now that I think about it, wait a second, now that I think about it, I think I may have a project with the rotation. Because I remember I had a lot of, I did a lot of tests on rotations. Now, well, on NPC movement. Rotate object. Ah, no. Rotate object was... I think rotate object was the gizmo. Yeah. Was the ability to rotate objects in game. Yeah. Yeah. So probably the answer is no. Probably the answer is no. Okay, but we need to be able to sit on the right side, right? Sitting on the wrong side is a bit stupid. So let me change music though. Hello, hula. Hello. Video game. Okay, I changed it. Change the music. I don't know if it's too loud or not. Okay. So there was a multicast sit, if I remember right? There was a multicast sit. So while the sit animation multicast to me makes sense, right? Because I think it's not a problem to multicast an animation. Actually, it is the right way, right? It is the right way. What I really don't like is that this multicast sit is actually multicasting also the rotation, and I don't think this is a good idea. Because the rotation is already replicated, right? I mean, obviously it is, otherwise nothing would be rotated properly in game. So the fact that we multicast a rotation, it means basically that it happens twice, one server side and one client side, right? And they may kind of conflict, right? And I think this is not a good idea. So I think that we have to call. So the multicast sit, I think, could be okay as long as we call first a rotate, which is a separate function, and it should not go here, right? So I think what I will do, I will move all of this forward, and I will check who is calling this, and hopefully it's only one function. Two. It's two functions calling it. Okay, one is the actual sit. Because one is on chair and the other is not on chair. Yeah, but the one not on chair is not a problem, right? Because the not on chair is just playing the animation, and that's perfectly fine, right? That's perfectly fine. So yeah, so I think that we can leave this. This I think is not, it's not a problem. So maybe then we keep this, but in the case of the on chair, right, we also have to rotate. We call another function. No, I probably prefer. I probably prefer that this one is still calling. This one is still calling multicast sit, right? And because this works, and I don't think is a problem. But this one is not calling anymore multicast sit. It's calling something else. and that something else will be a new function that is called rotate and sit, right? Will be a new function that is called rotate and sit, right? Or even better, rotate and sit on chair, because anyway this function is done only for sit on chair, right? And now this function should pretty much have exactly the same parameters that this guy has. So I don't know if I can do this trick, but I remember that it kind of works. Yeah, it kind of works. But fuck, but you are disconnecting it from here. No. So I mean, it works, but you have to be careful on it. I see. It's not naming them though. That's super annoying. No, okay, I'm going to, no, it's not helping. That is not really helping. Okay, character. Then we have a float, a vector. Can I copy this? Why cannot copy this? It's very stupid that I cannot copy it. Anyway. Okay, fine. I mean, it's not possible, it's not possible. I mean, I don't know if I can duplicate a function. Can I duplicate a function? Well, in theory, yes. If I take this and I do copy paste, I know, but it will copy paste the same. Can I duplicate it? Duplicate. That is very nice. Okay, if we can duplicate it, that's much easier. I don't know why my machine is going so slow, but yes, some slowness. Okay, so this will be rotate and sit chair, right? And this one will be replicated on server if owning client, right? Run on server and rely. I don't know why my PC is so slow in this moment. What is going on? CPU 40%. What is this about? Huh? Why when I click on something it takes like 2 seconds to do anything? Hello, Shrill Duck. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. Hello, Pengaturan. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are trying to sit on the right side of the chair, which is, you know, kind of important. Otherwise, you just fall down. Okay, so basically we want to call this function instead of the other function, right? And we want to call it only when it's a sit on chair. So from here, right? Hello. Thank you for the subscription. Rotate and sit. Rotate and sit. You may say it is easy, to sit on the right side of the chair. Well, I can show you that actually is not. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna put this. And now. So this will be executed on server, right? And we want only the server to do the rotation. assuming that if the server does the rotation, all the clients are doing the rotation as well, because is replicated, right? So is it, yeah. It could be a project window being open that is making it slow. I don't know. I have the world. I have some world loaded. No, I don't have any world loaded. I don't know. It's like weird. I think my PC needs a reboot though, because sometimes, you know, mainly when you get updates from Nvidia, this kind of stuff. I mean, I have a lot of stuff running actually as usual, but it's my usual setup, right? So it's pretty normal. I mean, we can temporarily close GIMP. I don't think we need GIMP in a short, at least not today. I don't think we need data grip in the short term. Paint always needed. We have an HTTP running. Maybe we don't need an HTTP running. Maybe. Hello, my name is Botrazal. We can stop this. Okay. I mean, it's also true that sometimes Firefox, I don't know if it happens to you, but it happened to me recently again, that Firefox start to grow in memory like a boss and is reaching like 25 gigabytes of memory used. I think they probably fixed the bug though, because now it's 2.8. So if you leave it up like a week or so, because I never reboot, I always, you know, hibernate or sleep, and so sometimes it's going to be crazy. Okay, but anyway, so my idea would be that we just rotate and then we call the multicast, right? But this multicast, I don't know if I want to do this immediately or I want to do this later. I mean, for sure you're not jumping while you do the thing, right? So potentially this we can do later, right? My problem is that I need to copy this mess, right? Sorry, this mess. I need to copy this mess. Why we disable movement? Why we disable movement only at the end? That seems to be a very bad idea. We want to disable movement like immediately. Right? I think so. Okay, let's try to redo this more clean. So disabling movement is 100% needed and immediately, right? Disable mantle, I think, is also 100% needed. Yeah, also because you know what is the stupid thing, that since it is a multicast, we were like disabling movement on the other clients, right? Which doesn't make any sense. And we were also disabling mantle for all the other clients as well. I think it's a bit weird, right? So I think that this and this should go here. I'm pretty positive on this. Now that we did this, I need to take this timeline that I hope I can copy. No, I cannot copy, because if you copy a timeline, you know, the universe gets against you. So I can copy, in theory I have to copy this plus, the plus is not super easy. Fuck. I have to copy this, right? Plus, no. plus this, plus this. Yeah, basically this is our but you know what, I'm not gonna copy, I'm just gonna move it and delete it from the other side, because I want this to happen only server side. So now the problem is a bit of the mess of the lines, but that is character, right? So that is character. I will have a blueprint open, and sometime one of them will stay focused too and makes everything like around 3 FPS. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't need the fishing you. I can close some of those, right? I can close this. I can close this. We are not working on fishing at the moment. I have WBDD button, which actually it is pretty heavy because there's a lot of graphs in it, and I can close the bobber. But these two I really need. These two I really need. The editor preferences I can close it, and the project setting I can close, and the reference viewer I can close. Yeah, actually I don't need all of that. Okay, then we need what? Then we need the average seat height to connect to this guy. Then we need the X and the Y of the seat location to go here. The X and the Y of the seat location to go there. Okay. And then we need the forward vector. Okay, which is probably taken from the chair, so it knows where the chair is. And then we need again another character. And then we need another character there. So just to make it a bit cleaner. Just to make it a bit cleaner, we will do this. And we will do this. Okay. If you see me being a bit slow in connecting stuff, is because I broke my right arm. Well, it's not broken, it's fractured. But anyway, I broke my right arm recently. And so I'm actually having my right arm in a arm support thingy. And so I'm using the mouse with the left, and I'm not a lefty. And I have to type in the keyboard with the left hand as well. Hello, Pengaturan. So you have been detected as a bot. So you have two options: or say something that is related to what I'm doing, whatever it is, or be banned. One or the other. Sorry to be rude, but sometimes we have bots joining and saying nonsenseless stuff for like days, and me trying to speak with them, trying to be nice, and then realizing that they're bots after a week. So so if you're not a bot, it's very easy. Just say something related to what I'm doing, whatever it is. Okay, and then there we go to disable movement, right? So this wall block, actually we'll have to then to call this multicast, right? Yeah, you will have to call the multicast set. Now it will have to be called with exactly the same parameters that we have, because this one we want to happen on all clients, which is basically just playing the animation, right, at the end. I mean, this is doing nothing else than playing the animation. I don't think we need disable movement anymore. Yeah, it's basically just playing the animation, giving it a short delay, and then flagging as sitting on chair, because that is changing the way the animation blueprint works, right? So in reality here we can probably just do this. I see you are not answering, Pengaturan. Why? Why you're not answering? Oh. Maybe because you're a bot? Maybe. So yeah, working with your left hand, I tell you, is not easy. If you are not used to, because the two buttons on the mouse are basically the opposite of what you expect, and all the movements are kind of weird. That does not work. There are some bots that will respond to what you're doing. I have no clue how. Yeah, that's true actually. That's true, but they are not very good. So you kind of get it, right? So is you smurf them, you smurf them. I don't know what to say. So you actually say ha, I catched you, right? Now, none of these parameters is actually used here. Obviously. So in reality, we can avoid connecting them, and then we will just delete them if this works, right? We will just delete them if this works. Okay, so this will do the rotation. No, wait, first I need to connect this. This will do the rotation server side, right? Yes, okay, let's see the damage. Let's see the damage that we did. You pick it up to how they talk, and they talk like robots. Which is very strange, right? Because you have ChatGPT, so in theory, it could just be super fluent and be super in context. Even look at your video. I mean, look at the video, understand perfectly what you are doing, and it could even suggest you what to do, right? I mean, like he has the whole knowledge, the knowledge of the whole universe at his fingertips, right? So it could be. Basically, you can be one of them. You Shrill Duck. You Shrill Duck could be actually a very advanced ChatGPT bot, and I will never realize it. Yeah, easy, absolutely easy. You know, for this test, we don't need a fancy stuff, so I think we will go dummy database, right? Dummy database with everything false. So basically no loading anything, right? Still we have a lot of maps. Unfortunately, the maps I cannot really delete. Well, let me see. We checked in everything, right? We said, yeah, we checked in everything. So actually I can delete. Pengaturan, you are live, eh? You are live. I don't think you are very live, but anyway. I don't think you are really live, but fine. I mean, if you think you are live, I don't know. Let me try something. I say banana, 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 banana. Banana, 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 banana. I want to see if this freaking bot now picks it up, you know? Maybe we'll say apple. That's become... I don't know, I mean, I'm just trying to, you know, understand the new way of living in this freaking world. Where nothing is what it seems, right? I mean, they started with tits, right? You say, oh, a nice pair of tits. No, they were fake. Oh, fuck. Right? So they started with that, and then everything fell apart. This is where everything started, actually. This is where everything started. If you think about it, right? This is where everything started. Then everything started to become fake. We say, oh, yeah, it works. Does it work? Yeah, it works. Yeah, then GG. Everything became fake after that. Okay. So let's see what happens now. Now, if it works now, it doesn't prove anything, because our problem is that it doesn't work only on release mode, right? In shipping mode. So my problem here is, how the hell do I replicate this, right? So I will have to build server shipping, client shipping, and test it again, which is a freaking pain. Apple? Hula, you are the bot then. Oh, I didn't see that, Fannar. You gamble 4,000? Holy shit. I didn't see it. 4,000 and won 8,000. Ooh, you are close to 90,000. 90,000 points, huh? Yeah, you had a pretty big win, actually. Pretty big win. So who you think is sitting the best? You want to see an all-in? There is a limit of 10,000, so you cannot really all in. Can we go in the main city, and can we have a day where it's actually not night? I know it sounds a bit weird to you, but where things are not looking like it's always night. Okay, let me get to my... No, I can just type teleport me Ideline, it will work. Teleport me. Yeah, my left hand fucked up a bit. Okay, so we want to sit, for example, on this nice step, right? Okay, it doesn't even try. It doesn't even try. Interesting. And now it's stuck forever. Uh-oh, we broke it. Okay, we broke it. Well, that was kind of expected, but I didn't see any rotation of any kind. And I didn't see any... Ah, fuck, because I didn't connect the character. No, the character must be connected, otherwise there's no way. The character must be connected, my boys. But still, it didn't do any rotation, right? Oh, wait a second, I'm doing something very, very stupid. Because this actually needs to be done when finished, right? Not on each update. Otherwise we will like do 1 million set. And this should be on share through as well. Okay, I did a number of mistakes, but the problem is that it looks like this is not getting replicated at all. At all. Why? Don't tell me that the rotation is not replicated, because I don't believe it. The limit is 10,000. With an amount of points, Hula can be gamble. When 1,000 is losing, will be on top 1 person anyway. Yeah, Hula has a lot of points, but he's also very, very cautious person. So can someone please tell me why the hell if I rotate on server, right? Because I disabled movement before, and so it cannot move. Well, but disable movement is actually disabling. Is actually disabling the character move. Is disabling movement. Yeah, because actually in the old system we were doing it after, right? And I said, why the hell we do it after? Well, maybe because disable movement is disabling. I mean, I was thinking it was disabling. It was disabling the input, the player input, right? So the player cannot. But maybe he's doing a bit more than that. So for a second, just because, you know, we don't want to make our life hard, let's just skip this. Let's not disable movement. Let's not disable mantle. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it as it is, okay? Just keep it normal. So I want to see my character, and you know what? I will also remove this now that I think about it, because the first thing I want to see my character just rotating properly, right, on the client. Exactly. Let's go step by step. There is no need to do weird stuff altogether. Right? We don't have to solve it in 2 minutes. Oh my god, Ulla, 10,000 points! Holy shit, and lost it. No! Ulla, 10,000 points! Now you enter into the spiral of gambling. And now you will want to, you would like to recover it, I know. And then you will do it again and again and again and again. And you will find it, you find yourself at 100 points. I know. Mon Dieu, mon Dieu. C'est terrible. Ooh la la. 100 I have like 0. No, 0 is impossible. 0 is impossible because you watching. You watching. So if you watch, yeah, 35. You know, you can do all in 35. Easy life. Bro, what the fuck? Why is not... Are we stupid or what? What is this guy doing? Bro, he's not rotating shit. Okay. Are you really telling me that rotation is not replicated? No, because if rotation is not replicated, I'm going to uninstall this engine and try with another one. I'm going to just uninstall the engine right now. So lerp, get actor location, character, right? Yeah, character. Playing from start, yeah. Alpha, blah, blah, blah. Lerp, rotator, shortest path, I don't know, but I would say yes. Or the direction is wrong, but I assume it's not wrong, right? I assume that this is the proper rotation. I assume.
You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Because we are the banana guy. Banana. Where did he go? Where did he go? The bot is not answering anymore. Wow, dotted fish. You just doubled your wealth. Double your wealth with one click. Banana, 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 banana. It's not reacting though. Do we want to print? I don't know. Let me do this. Let me do something even simpler, okay? So we will just set the actor rotation, right? We will just do this. I mean, if this doesn't work, set actor rotation, right? We set actor, we only do this, we don't do anything else. We only set the actor rotation to be 180 degrees compared to the previous vector, right? Yeah, we only do this. We do nothing else. We do nothing else. We want to see our character rotate 180 degrees, right? This is what we want to see. And he can, because our movement is not linked to the camera positioning, right? Are you saying that ALS is keeping the rotation, and so if I don't change it in ALS, is overriding my rotation? Good point. I think it would be a bit stupid, but it's possible. Banana, 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 banana. I think he left. I think he left. I think this guy left. No. Okay, so if now my character does not rotate, we can start to look at ALS and say, is ALS overriding the rotation of this guy? How much time until it's day, please? What time is it? It's 21. Can I set it to... Can I set the time to 9 in the morning, please? Okay. Okay, so let's see what this guy does, huh? So I'm pressing Z. Nothing. Like zero. He's not even trying. Bro, he's not even trying. He's not even trying. So are you saying that... I mean, the easiest would be that I just send an input, I mean a movement, but I don't want to send a movement. I want to rotate the character. So you're saying that ALS is taking over? I mean, I can do it client side. Do you want me to do client side as a last test? Okay, let's do it client side. Let's do it client side. Do you want me to do it in a loop for like 10 minutes? No, 10 minutes, no. Do you want me to do it in a loop for like 10 seconds and see what client... I think client side... I mean, I can get it back to multicast. If I get it back to multicast, this will be done also on the client. Because I want to understand if there is something that is countering my rotation. Banana? Banana? There was a guy that I banned recently. There was a bot, but it took me a lot to decide, because he was actually saying some meaningful things sometimes, but always out of context. So never related to what I was doing. Never. It was speaking about other video games or advertising other video games. I don't know. I was just doing all this stuff. Is it night again, bro? I just said it today. Okay, anyway. Why is doing this? There is a hole in the thingy. Okay. Like this, it actually did it. Are you serious in saying that rotation is not replicated on the client? Are you fucking... It's impossible, guys. It's impossible. Rotation is part of movement. It's impossible rotation is not replicated to the client. It's impossible. It's impossible. The only thing that could be is that ALS is taking over, right? So our movement, our locomotion system is taking over, and because now he actually rotated, right? Now he actually rotated. So if I go here and I press Z, you see that he rotates towards me. But the strange thing, is that if now I try to... If now I try to move in the opposite direction, so let's say forward, the other forward, right? I mean forward compared to the screen. This guy kind of moves, kind of rotates and moves, right? But if I try to do it, if I try now to go towards me, you see that he's kind of resisting. So like if in reality it was rotated the other way. You see that he's kind of... I just pressed towards me, right? I pressed towards me. And he just slightly rotated like if he was looking the other way. So all this is to say that it seems to me that the ALS is managing the rotation of the character, right? But why I cannot just freaking rotate, huh? And why I have to multicast client to actually rotate? And if I multicast, if I just server side rotate, it doesn't work, huh? Why? I can say pineapple now. Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. So if I go in plugins, right? Plugins. If I go in plugins, ALS, source, private, character, whatever, movement component, right? Movement component. So is rotation in here? No, rotation is not even in this file. Okay, if I go to base character, right, where we have the essential variables, is rotation... Well, apart from desired rotation mode, which is just a mode, you know, it's just but that we disabled already, so that we have the free form rotation, so it's not following the controller, the camera, right? So apart from this, No, okay, rotation mode, I understand. But apart from rotation mode, set actor location and target rotation. Do you think that this is called continuously? Because if this is called continuously, well, we can actually call this. We can actually call this function. Is this function exposed to blueprints or not? It is. If I call this rotation system, if I call this, maybe I solve it, boys. Because this one is internal to the locomotion system, right? And maybe it's just a matter of doing it this way. So let's change it 1 second to... Let's change it back to server only, okay? Because in theory I would like to run the rotation only server side. I would like to avoid that is done multicast, right? I mean, I would like Unreal Engine to do its job, right? And replicate the transformation, no? Now, the location, actually, it will be the same as the current location. And it's just the rotation that is 180, right? So if I do this, what do you think that it will happen? Do you think that this is the way? I mean, that this is the solution? Maybe it is. I don't know exactly what that is doing, because I never called it directly, but especially on pizza. No, it's absolutely forbidden to have pineapple on pizza. In Italy, they put you in jail for 4 years. And in those 4 years, you only eat pineapple and zero pizza. I learned long ago that you can make wine with a part of the pineapple you drop in the trash. Really? It is a good wine? Pineapple. Anyway, it's always night in this freaking game. In this game, it's always night. Even if I set the server side to be whatever, different, it's always night. Okay, so now we have the... Well, we have to go close enough, otherwise the chair thingy will not trigger. Now I'm pressing Z. Zero result, like Z. Zero result. Did I connect the character? Did I do something stupid? Target. Well, I did not connect the character, but it's me, so in theory... should be the same, huh? Should be the same, so it seems that this is not doing anything. Okay, let's try with that connected. But... It seems that this function is not really doing... Strange though, I was expecting it to do it. I was really expecting it to do it. We never tested it, but interesting. Interesting. I told you already that this night would be a painful night. I told you. It is a painful night. It's not something that we can solve like, oh yes, it works this way, right? So there is something that is not doing what it should do. There is something, you know, now I'm kind of upset about this night, so I would just go in the database. No, I just closed it. I would just go in the database and I will change the time to be 9 in the morning so that when the server starts, it's reading that, and so it will be day. So it will be day. Server option or something. Server options. Time. Game time 22. No, game time 8 in the morning. Should it be 08 or should it be... I think it's about the same, no? I don't know. But anyway, now the next run it should be okay. Next run should be okay. Yeah, or we can use a torch. Well, that's also an idea. So now, what is the difference? We connected the character, right? He's doing absolutely nothing. Now, at this point, he was playing an idle animation, but I don't think that is making any difference. So that set rotation is not doing anything. Why the hell? Why the hell? I had a lot of hopes. I had a lot of hopes that this thing... I had a lot of hopes. New target rotation, right? But it is going in actor. But it is not an ALS thing. That is like the one that we called, so it's not doing shit. Well, he's setting the target rotation at least. He's setting this, right? He's setting the target rotation, but it's not... Turn in place. Turn in place. Turn in place is kind of interesting. Turn in place. Turn in place. But turn in place is inside animation instance, actually. Turn in place, huh? Wow, he's doing a lot of stuff, actually. I don't understand if he's doing it with character actor rotation. I think these are all internal functions though, so I don't think I can really use this directly. Unfortunately. Because like, I don't think that I can from here, I can expose it, right? But I don't think that I can from here call turn in place. Well, it's on the animation instance, but anim turn in place. What is this? Turn in place test delete me. Oh my god, I did already so many tests on this. I did already so many tests on this, you have no idea. In the past, right? and we ended up with what we have, but what we have is not working. So if I want the animation instance of this, right? I get it with this. And then here I assume that I don't have turn in place, right? No. Because turn in place is actually not exposed. Is actually not exposed. Well, if we want to expose it, in theory we can, because this is inside, this is a normal, you know, animation instance thingy. So I could expose this function, right? Are there other expose functions? Yeah, like blueprint callable, right? Things like that. I don't know why here you have can turn in place, which is actually public. Can rotate in place, which is actually public. But then there is no actual rotate public, right? So the only... So I will basically have to not only expose it, but also move it to public. I mean, I can. I mean, I don't care at this point. I just want to see something working, right? So if I do this, right? We can try. We have everything in subversion, so I can undo. I can just undo everything, right? Easy. I can undo everything. Okay, so if we do that, right? And then we close this. Because my feeling is that ALS is actually conflicting with my turn. Right? So I'm trying to force a turn and is not really doing it. Even if, now that I think about it, like with the NPC, we do the same, right? So we have the NPC. Yeah, but I think I'm using the same multicast rotate. Ah, 160, easy. Easy, eh? But now it start to be mind games, because you know, you can play 160 again, and if you are lucky, you can be a millionaire with a 50-50 chance, or you can lose it all at any point in time. I mean, if I can use turn in place, I'm more happy, because it's basically using the same technique of the base character movement, the base locomotion, and so it will probably be more natural, right? As long as we disable then the movement so that the player cannot do stuff while sitting. I think I should disable the input more than the movement. Yeah, I can probably unregister the movement context. Yeah, that would be probably the best idea, actually. Instead of doing disable movement, we can disable the input. Okay, if I do this, can I see now turn in place or no? Yes, we see it. We see it because I made it available, right? So turn in place as what? As the target rotation, is the play rate scale, which I assume is 1. And he has the start time, which is 0, and also has an override current, but override, I don't know exactly what that means. So we will just do this, right? We will just do turn in place. This is happening at the moment server side, right? So I don't know if that is actually going to do anything. Probably not. I mean, at the end, it's setting the rotation of the character, right? The good thing is that Penga Turan subscribed, right? So he's +1 subscriber, even if he was a bot, right? He's a subscriber. So I have +1 subscriber for free. How the fuck can be night if I change it in the database? Did I change it in the wrong instance or what? No, I changed it in the right instance. It was 8 in the morning. And now it's 23. Okay, GG. I mean, why? I mean, what happened? Because I saved it before shutting down the server? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay, that's possible. So probably the server saved the date after I... But anyway. I will do it right this time. So if I go here and I press Z, nothing happens. No, but are you serious that the rotation is not replicated? I mean, boys, I cannot believe it. What do you mean the rotation is not replicated? What do you mean? Are you crazy? In addition to replicating movement, the character movement component can also replicate the rotation for you. But in order to do that, you need to apply rotation through it and not by using set actor rotation. What? In your character movement component, make sure that you enable use controller desired rotation. No, I don't want to use the controller desired rotation. I want to have a free rotation. What do you mean? Apply the rotation by calling set control rotation on your player controller. No, I think I have this one disabled in our characters, no? Do we have that disabled or enabled on our characters? By the way, is this character movement derived from ALS character movement? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. What were we saying? Controller rotation, eh? Wait. Use controller desired rotation. Ah, okay, we already have that. We already have that. So this is why it's not. I mean, the last version it rotated perfectly. But anyway, the last version it rotated like a boss. So you are saying that I have to call what? Set control rotation on your player controller Hey, bro, I have it on the server side, so... Can I do it server side on the player controller of that guy? It did it for me. Thanks a lot. Working. Okay, everyone is happy about this solution, so... Everyone is happy about this solution. So basically what he's saying is that okay, I mean, it's fine. I mean, we can get... Now, the only problem is that if he's an NPC, he doesn't have a player controller, right? So, which is a bit weird, but I mean, at the moment we are doing it only for characters, right? But in theory, an NPC could sit, right? So, get player controller ref. Set control rotation. Set control rotation. Okay. 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 Hello, Javi. Can the night be less dark? I don't know. I mean, the idea was that the night was night, but I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but the idea was that the night, you know, it is night. So you get the feeling of being at night in a medieval world. Right? And so you have to like turn on a torch, for example. I mean, can the game give you already 20 levels in Sword for free? Yeah, it can, but the idea is that you gain your Sword level as you go. No? I don't know. I also have a bit of love and hate for the night. I also have a bit of love and hate. And some characters have night vision. Exactly. You can use night vision. Do you know how to use night vision? What race are you? What race is your main? You will say human, obviously now. Z. Fuck. It's not doing anything. What the fuck? It's not doing shit. So you have to do it on the client. So we are back to the same shit. Is it doing this on the client or is it doing this on the server? I think he's doing it on the client. This motherfucker. Okay. You can do it on the client. You can do it on a client. You can do it on a client. You can do it on a client. I mean, we have seen that when we are setting when we are doing it on the client, it actually works, right? We have seen it already, but that was what I was trying to avoid. You are a Klyros, and then you have a night vision. Just activate night vision. Do you know how to do it? No, night vision is not exactly like, you know, normal vision, but I like the night aspect. It'd be nice if even more was considered saying, for example, patrolling caravan with torches, bandit. Yeah, exactly. And this is why the night is night. It is exactly why. The problem is that it's a bit annoying if you don't have a torch. It's a bit annoying if you don't have a torch. I usually go with Gamma 4 Plus. Oh my god. I mean, instead of going Gamma 4 Plus, do this. Click on this button, which is called Others. Click on this button, which is called Options. Click on this button that is called Devs. And click on Daylight Override. Okay, so this is basically making it day no matter what. So you're basically overriding all light changes of the game. So you're destroying the game, but if you like it more that way, just do it. What the fuck? You rotated the camera, I didn't rotate the character. Are you stupid? So I have to go in camera mode and then I have to press Z? Not even. The character is not rotating an inch. Only the camera is rotating. Only the camera is rotating. That's really helpful. Yeah, you are destroying the night and day. But so when a guy will come close to you and he will tell you, "Oh, look how nice is the Azure sun tonight," and this, and he's reflecting on the lake surface at night with all this quietness, right? You will be in full day. The other way is to use night vision. Do you have night vision? You have night vision, it said, right? So go here, click on your character, whatever, and you will see here under wheel an icon, which is infravision or night vision, depending on your character. So you click on this small pen icon, right? This pen icon here. You drag this here, so that now is assigned to a macro key, right? And then you click it. Wow, and now I'm in infravision. Well, because this guy has infravision, doesn't have night vision, so your night vision would be different probably, but you say it is thermal vision. Weak. Incredible, huh? What a game, boys. What a game! We cannot sit, but it is a great game. Okay. So, player controllers and control rotation is shit. Doesn't work at all. On the server, it doesn't work. On the client, it only rotates the camera. Turn in place does nothing. The only thing that works is actually to set manually the rotation with a multicast exactly as I was doing before, right? Because we started all of this, right? Because this multicast was, right? But at the same time, it was not working, right? It was not working because I couldn't see my character rotated. I could not see my character rotated. That is so annoying. Hey, bro, we are going back to the solution that we had before, right? The solution we had before is that this one is a multicast, right? So runs on clients and on server. And this one is setting the character rotation, right? Like with this, right? Just with this. And this works. And this works. If I remember right, this works. We can try again, but we can also try with 2 clients to see if this basically works. I usually have issues seeing things because I use low backlight in my monitor. Yeah, I see. Well, you have the dev panel. I think the dev panel will never go away. I mean, in theory, it was only for devs, so it was only for us because it has some weird settings. Like you can make it rain, make it, you know, only on your client, obviously. But you can make it rain or snow on your client. You have different settings that we use just for testing, right? This is just for testing, but I think it will stay there forever. So if a player wants to do that, he can do that. So we are back to the multicast. Oh my god. Because nothing else works, right? Nothing else works. Nothing else works. Nothing else works, which is insane. But now if we are back to the multicast, right? I want to see one thing. I want to see one thing. So if I do Z, okay, my character rotates, right? And but the point is, so I don't know why it doesn't work then. So the implementation. So let me try with another client, right? So I want to see if another character sees this guy rotating. But yes, he will see it. He will see it. He will see it because we did it plenty of times, and yeah. So basically the solution that I had was correct, right? But it doesn't work in shipping. I try to use other solutions, but the other solutions do not even work in debug, right? So no, it should be play what? Dev 1, maybe Dev 1. Ah, Edunader. I remember Edunader. He's an old friend. I remember this guy. Do you want to see the infravision? The other vision? I mean the night vision, whatever. Does this guy have night? Yeah, this guy has night vision, right? So there is the vision that you have as a Klyros. Or Kleros, if you want to. I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyway. Bloop. Yeah, this is the night vision. So it's basically kind of a black and white view. It's kind of a black and white view, but it should be brighter. If there is a bit of light, you should really boost it. So this is how you see as a night vision guy. Quick. I mean, now it's day, but I mean, you get the point, right? Okay. Where is the other guy? Oh, it's there. He's pissing on the wall. No. He's just waiting there. So I want to see if I see this guy turning, but I think I will. Yep. So basically it works perfectly, right? So the old system works perfectly. The problem is that it does not work in shipping. Which is insane, right? How it is possible that it doesn't work in shipping? How the fuck is possible? So the old system is perfectly fine. Okay, one thing I wanted to do. Okay, let me try to analyze it again. Let me try. So we will just undo everything that we did, right? We will just revert everything. We will just nuke whatever we did now. Because we tested it and it's not doing it server side is not a solution. Doing it server side is not a solution. So I will revert this back and release the lock. I don't know why when you revert it's not releasing the lock automatically, but anyway. And we will do the same with this. Yeah, this one he released the lock. I don't know, it's a bit random. We will recompile. So, I mean, the only... I mean, I don't really know how to fix it. I don't really know how to fix it, right? Because if replicating it manually client and server side is the right way, because it seems that is the right way. So character movement is not replicating rotation, which to me is completely stupid, but anyways, what it's doing. There's a reason. I don't know what is the reason. But anyway, it's not replicating rotation. At least of characters, right? But I guess is replicating rotation of objects, right? Because otherwise your whole world will be like upside down. But so, and we saw that we are not linked to, our character is not linked to the controller rotation, right? Because if we only do set control rotation, we saw the camera rotating, but the character was staying in place, right? So the controller rotation is also not a solution. Right? So... okay, getting a bit out of ideas here, but I can pretend I have more ideas in mind. So here we are back. Here we are back to where we were, right? Here we are back to where we were. And I can show you that it works perfectly, right? I can show you. If you don't believe me, I can show you. I can show you what it does. Maybe you have some ideas, I don't know. Maybe you have some ideas. I don't know. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, wait. So I can show you that it works, right? So I connect. Now we have the old code, right? The old code. I go here, right? Go here. The green is the loading of the. I go here. I do this. Look, perfect. Fantastic, right? Works fantastic. It works perfectly. Now when I stand up, it's doing a bit of a mess. I don't understand exactly why. So it's like standing up, but he's trying to do it again. I don't understand exactly what's going on. But anyway, so this is what happens in dev, right? This is what happens in the debug client, right? Yeah, the legs maybe are a bit fucked up, but anyway, it works. So you can sit wherever you want, right? Any of this, it's just detecting the floor, and he's sitting, right? So now in production, right? In shipping, I can show you what happens. In shipping, and by the way, this happened only after the upgrade to Unreal Engine 5.4, because before it was working, right? We have been sitting for ages. I can also select maybe a character that is like similar to that one, if you really want to say, oh no, it's a different character. Oh, it's a different character. Okay. Oh look, that is a lemur lady. Hello? Hello? Hello, baby. Hi. She's not very open to new friends. Pity. That's okay. So we go in the same place. So we say, oh, it's a different place. So it works differently, in a different place. Okay, I believe you. Oh, you have different hair color. No, that I will not buy. So I go here, right? And I press my freaking sit button. Look what happens now. Look closely. Is it normal? Is it freaking normal? That in dev it works perfectly and in shipping it does this? What the hell is going on? And in Unreal Engine 5.1.1 was actually working perfectly, and with the upgrade to 5.4 is not working anymore? What the hell? Right? What the hell? So basically, it looks like he's not rotating. I mean, he's rotating, but then he's like canceling the rotation somehow. So he rotates, but then he cancels the rotation. Or he's back to where he was. Like if the server wants to replicate the rotation somehow, but we said that he's not replicating, right? He's not replicating the rotation, so it's impossible. So what is going on? What is going on? By the way, we have a kind of a hole in here. We have like a big hole in here. I don't know or not? No, it looks like, well, a bit. So do you have any ideas, guys, of what it can be? I mean, why the hell is doing this? Why the hell is doing this? Why is not rotating? Because basically he's applying, so the sit animation is 2 steps. One, my character rotates, right, this way. And second is just playing the sit animation. Very simple, right? Very, very simple. So rotates and sit. The problem is that the rotate doesn't seem to work in production. So it's like going crazy. And so it's basically sitting in the same spot, right? Like if he didn't rotate, right? Because if I could sit without rotation, right, it would do exactly that, right? It would just look at the front, yes, I can sit, and then play the animation. So how the hell do I fix this? How the hell do I fix this? Right? Why here it works and there it doesn't? Why? Because shipping is faster, because shipping is faster, and so it's so fast at doing that the character does not rotate. But you know what is the weird thing? That okay, let's say that shipping is so fast that it's executing the timeline in a weird fast way, right? But at least the character will be slightly rotated, right? I mean, I would expect to get, you know, maybe you say, oh, he's not doing the full rotation, he's doing like a piece of the rotation. He's doing a piece of the rotation. Okay, if he's doing a piece of the rotation, then I want my character to at least be slightly rotated, right? When sitting. While he's not, he's perfectly where he was, you see? You see the angle? The angle is perfect. So it means that he completely ignored the rotation. He completely ignored the rotation. Completely, 100%. It's like if the rotation is not done. Is the disable movement happening server side before, and so for whatever reason, I don't know. Because here is very simple, right? So now the only thing is that we have a timeline of 0.5 seconds, which I understand it may be a bit short, right? We have 0.5 seconds. So the rotation is 0.5 seconds, which is very short. But, you know, nonetheless, still a rotation, right? Still a rotation. Still a rotation. So, well, I mean, the problem is that I cannot change the server, you know, in production. So I don't have a way to test if I manage to fix it, unless we try to do something. We try to... What happened? He was like stuck in the... Anyway, the question is, do you think I can try production client with test server? Let me try, because I would like to understand where is the problem, right? On which shit. I need another entry. I need another entry. Under config. I need this. No, because I would like to understand if it's the server shipping or if it's the client shipping that is not working, right? Or both? Or both, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is a mystery, right? I mean, it worked for years. Like it worked for like I don't know 3-4 years now. So this is incredible. This is absolutely crazy. Invalid username. I think it's not invalid username. I think it's probably that the client is not compatible. Yeah, it's not compatible. The client is not compatible because but you know, we can go back because we have all in Subversion, so I can go back. I can go back. Recompile this. I mean, it's a bit painful, right? But we can do it. I can because at the moment in commit, what I have nothing. I only have the maps, right? So if I the problem is that I need everything. Yeah, because I broke the compatibility between client and server when I changed the player controller and the character, unfortunately. But I would like to fix it because it's so annoying that we cannot sit. I find it so annoying. Yeah, I had the editor open and it couldn't do the thing. Let me do it again. Is there a retry? No, there is no retry. And now it will say that it's not. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, one of the problems of Subversion is this locking mechanism. When you should be okay now because I had the editor open. Okay, so now I think unfortunately I have to recompile because stuff may have changed. But we can recompile this and then we can launch the server and then we can try to use the release client with the yeah, with the development server and vice versa, right? And see if that is giving us any hint, right? If that is giving us any hint, because I would like to understand if the rotation missing is on the client or on the server, or what is going on, right? So that puzzles me so much. I cannot go too late tonight because I have an early call tomorrow, but okay, it's done. So if I launch the server now and I launch my shipping client, they are compatible now, right? They are compatible. They are. Ah, I have all the maps. Okay. Yeah, it will take a bit because the server has all the maps. So I need to load a bunch of stuff. We have to wait. I can delete the maps. But okay. Okay, now we are shipping client and dev server. Ha! Ha! Insane. Ha! So shipping client and dev server works. Okay. Let's try the opposite. Let me just write it down a second. Sit on chair. Sit on chair. So shipping client plus dev server equal okay. Right? I want to see the opposite, right? So the opposite will be shipping server, so basically production. So we go production, but we use the dev client, right? I don't understand what is happening. I don't understand what is happening. I don't understand. I have no clue of what is happening. Like the timeline server side gets squeezed somehow. I don't understand it. So there is debug client and shipping server and production server, right? Okay. This guy's here. Well, I mean, for sure there is way more lag in this situation. Right? You see, I'm having a bit of trouble in actually going closer enough, but this should be close enough. Okay, so shipping client, no, dev client. There is my dev client, right? Yeah, dev client, shipping server, dev client plus shipping server is not working. Is KO. Right? And as we have seen, shipping client plus shipping server is obviously a KO as well. Right? And dev client, dev server works, right? So if you want to have all the variations, right? Because we tested it all. We tested it all, my boys. Right? So this is the situation. So dev client, dev server works. Shipping client versus dev server, it works. Shipping client versus dev server works. Dev client versus shipping server, it doesn't work, and ship client versus shipping server doesn't work. So basically, whenever there is the shipping server involved, it doesn't work, right? It doesn't work. So like if the server is actually somehow overriding the rotation, right? But Jesus, I mean, we just said the rotation is not replicated, right? We just said that. We said the rotation is not replicated. So how can the server interfere, right? How can the server interfere with the rotation if the rotation is not even mirrored, even replicated, right? So how can this guy mess up, right? How can this guy mess up? How can this guy mess up? How can this guy mess up? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea how can this guy mess up if he's not replicating the rotation, and the problem seems to be the rotation, right? And the dev client works. I mean, the shipping client works. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. I'm a bit out of ideas, right? I'm a bit out of ideas because it's the same code, right? The same code in these different situations. Same code. I mean, you may say, oh, but here you are not testing against your shipping server. You are testing it versus production, right? And production has way more data, way more whatever. True. So actually this is a bit more than ship server. This is ship production server, right? It's not the local server. There is ship prod, right? Ship prod server. True. Do you want me to try with my local shipping server? I can build it. I can build shipping server. I don't know how much time it will take, but we can do it. So basically this will be running on my machine, so lag will be 0, right? Because obviously the difference is that in these two cases, right? In these two cases at the bottom, there is the internet in between, right? Between my machine and the server machine, right? And there can be lag or whatever. But I think that the problem is very consistent. It's not that sometimes it sits wrong, right? It's always sitting wrong. It is always 100% of the time sitting wrong. And this is like, because if it was only happening sometimes, right, you can say, oh well, there is a delay, the rotation doesn't get calculated right, you could say that. Yeah, the problem is that this guy is gonna take time. It's a long time I'm not generating the server side binary, so on Windows, because I usually generate it only on Linux. So this may take time. This may take like half an hour. Shit. So basically that will be so with this test we could have this, right? We could have these other two tests. Right? We could have sheep local with dev client and sheep, right? So we could have this, right? So now this would be the two additional tests that we can do after this process is finished. The other thing that we didn't test if the other clients are also seeing you wrong, right? Yeah, that we didn't test. So this is just your perception of how you're sitting, right? So from your client. So we don't know. I think I would like to do, but okay, let's say that the result of the test is saying. So let's try to analyze both results, right? So here he will say okay, right? So if both say okay, what do we do then? So if both say okay, it means that it's something related to the lag, right? It's something related to the lag. If both says KO, it means that the lag has nothing to do, so it's not a replication happening or something going on, right? And then I have no idea what it can be, right? Because it means just that the difference is that the server is built in shipping mode. If one says okay and the other says KO, then it's complete chaos, right? Because I don't know, because I mean that would be weird, right? Because this basically will invalidate this other test. But yeah, in both cases, I think that we don't. I will not know how to proceed anyway, right? I don't know how to proceed anyway. I don't know what is breaking, what actually broke. Now, the only idea I had was the only idea I had is that the timeline. So the timeline gets executed, right? But the timeline get executed. Let me see if anyone had issues with timelines server side, right? Let me see if anyone had problems with timeline server, because timeline is a bit of a weird object, right? So timeline is. But anyway, even if the timeline is completely broken and is not executing server side, considering that we are not replicating the rotation, right? In theory, it should make no difference. Because anyway, I have it on the client. Unless my animation somehow is saying, oh, I started from here, but the animation doesn't know. The animation is just playing whatever based on the rotation of the character. So it actually doesn't have any. So the only idea I had, and if I cannot find a solution, at least I will put that in, right? The only idea I had was, what if we, just to be sure, right? Multicast set, just to be sure that yeah, just to be sure that this really happens. What if we set anyway the final actor location and rotation after it's finished? Right? Because in theory it should do it, but it seems that it doesn't. So what if we here, so in this line, right, after the timeline executed, we anyway set the final actor location and rotation, so that if for whatever reason the timeline fucks up, we at least have the character rotated properly, right? So that would be the idea. I think I should do that. And see if that helps. Right? I don't know if the timeline is fucking. I mean, it would be very strange, right? That the timeline is not working properly in shipping, but timeline server side shipping problem. I don't know. Dedicated server won't run in shipping mode. Well, that's kind of a... No, but it is not picking timeline, right? It's not picking timeline enough. So our problem is the time, bro. Our problem is the timeline, right? Let me remove shipping a second. Timeline not playing on 2 clients and greater. Moving object with timeline inconsistency. Moving object with timeline inconsistency. Timeline completion time vary across each timeline. As a result, is an object being moved. The timeline take anywhere from 0.11 0.17 seconds to complete, averaging 0.14 seconds. For most of the time, it is within low tolerance and an issue won't occur. But as far as more often a rare occurs, The completion time different between belts. So I could, in my opinion, timelines are a bad fit in here. I'm assuming the experimental blueprint is for conveyor and not for individual, blah blah blah. Only one instance of each timeline can run per actor. Only one instance of each timeline can run per actor. Yeah, but in our case it's not an issue, right? You can call your custom event start moving from an object that terminated the previous timeline, which may not be able to have been active. You probably don't need external control. It's better implementation. Yeah, this guy's basically saying, this guy's basically saying, hey, the timeline object, right, is not really that great, right? And I've seen it already. It happened to me as well, right? The timeline object is not always, giving you what you want. So that may be the problem. I have taken your advice and I removed the timelines entirely. It took some time to figure out the best approach to do this. Now I have an external update controller BP that iterates through all the belts and set the timer to 0.01. This checks for a belt that has been labeled itself as moving. Then it checks which movement to do in a second, blah blah blah. There is a new addition, reset the belt when it's new belt, prevents... However, not everything is peachy. While the system is working much better, thanks to your recommendation against timelines, new minor issue popped up. There is a new... Yeah, but this guy is basically saying that he experienced, right, that with the timeline was not really running smoothly, right? Which is a bit what we are seeing as well. It seems that this timeline object I mean, there is not a lot of information, but timelines. Timelines nodes are special nodes in Blueprint that provide time-based animation to be quickly designed and played back using based on events, floats, vector, color. Timeline can be added directly inside the blueprint area, double clicking. They're specifically built for handling simple, non-cinematic tasks such as opening doors, altering lights, or performing other time-centric manipulation to actor with the scene. Yeah, which is exactly what we do, right? So like opening doors, right, is a rotation of a door, and we are doing the same with the character. So in theory, it's exactly the same, right? So yeah. Let me see how they do the rotation. Yeah, they do set relative rotation. Yeah. I mean, it does it relative instead of doing it global, but it's basically the same. Wait a second, do I have an additional... Why I have an additional lerp? No, but it's okay, right? It's okay. No, because this guy does not have a lerp. It's just saying, because it's just taking the value of the rotation, because probably has it inside the test. So the timeline is not a 0 1 or whatever. The timeline is 0 5. Timeline is 0 5, and yeah, but then 5, are you setting the rotation in what? In 5 degrees? Okay. Because it does not have the lerp, huh? Anyway, guys, I have to go. It's a bit late. I have to go. I will do this additional test. Okay, so I will try to reproduce the problem with the local server. If we manage to reproduce the problem with the local server, I think it is anyway a win, because it means that we can actually change the code server side and see if we fixed it, right? So if one of these two is actually a KO, I think we have a chance to fix it. And then I think the next step would be, I may try to remove the timeline and put it on the tick, or try to simplify it, removing the lerp and removing the lerp and adding just the pure value inside the timeline. I don't know. I will think to something. Okay, I will think to something like that. Because in theory the lerp should work, right? So it's from A to B. Wait a second, huh? No, but this is read every time, right? The get actor rotation is read every time, right? So in theory is updated. Yeah, so maybe we can also simplify that by having a fixed number that then goes into a variable, and we avoid reading the rotation of the... Because if the rotation is read wrong... Okay, I have few ideas now. I have few ideas. I think we can... yeah. So let's try first of all to reproduce it locally with the completion of the server thing. Which I think he completed, by the way. Completed? Is still running or he completed? Maybe he exited with an error. I don't know. Anyway, I will check. He still needs a bit of time, right? He needs a bit of time. I need at least another hour. Okay. So we'll see each other tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. Thank you for the follows and for the interaction in the chat. That is always nice. And I will see you tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and also remember that our game is actually released. So if you want, you can play it right now. You just go to planeshift.it. But anyway, the link is below the stream, and you click on download now, and you can play it on Windows, Linux, or Mac whenever you want. Have a good night. You need to go to sleep. Okay, mom. Okay, mom. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.